How you guys doing? John, Indoor Hydroponics. Welcome back. Guys, in the spring, how do you know when it's the right time to plant anything? Well, sometimes nature tells you. As I was working around the yard, I saw this little fellow, which is a wild carrot, which got me thinking, it's time to plant carrots. What do I got here? I've got a packet of Livingston seeds, Danvers half long. And that's the variety I'm going to use to plant out carrots on this cold spring day here in Michigan. Carrots is all about bed preparation. I'll get to that in a minute. But this particular bed only gets about 6 hours of light. So we're not going to get huge carrots right out the gates. But we're also going to leave these things in the ground way longer than we would a normal grow. We're going to grow these all the way out into the fall to get good, healthy carrots in a low light situation. I believe it can be done. Now, this bed here was something that I stacked about 3 foot of pine needles, leaves, and twigs and sticks and let them break down over years of time. And this is what it came up with, guys. I mean, it's like black gold in there from broken down pine needles and leaves and things of that nature. And there's something really important about this soil that I'll get to in a minute. Dang it, the rain's coming. I got to work faster. I put in about 120 pounds of good compost and manure over the top of this after I got it good and weeded out and tilled up. And then I'm going to add, just for some peat moss, basically some old leftover potting soil into this. I get this really good and mixed up. And then we're going to add some organic amendments, which is Fox Farms Cavern Culture, which is really high in phosphorus. And guys, for rooting vegetables, phosphorus is everything. If you want to build a good root structure for potatoes and carrots and things of that nature, got to have a good source of phosphorus, whether it's organic or non-organic. Here's what's really fascinating about this bed as it broke down over those 3 years. Check this out. Even though I have tilled it a little bit, it's got unbelievable tilth, which is, it's really light and airy. It's not clay. It's not any of that stuff, which is really good habitat for carrots because they need a really loose, well-drained soil to grow long, straight carrots. Drew out about 5 rows in there, and over 4 of them, I added about a 1/2-inch layer of worm castings, which I'm really getting into these days. Really good form of organic nutrition for plants. I left 1 row without any worm castings, kind of as a test. So we're going to go 4 rows with the worm castings, 1 row without. Doggone rain is coming now. Better work faster. Okay, guys. I then go in and essentially plant these things out down the row. Now, a lot of people will mix carrot seed with sand to kind of evenly disperse the seed. I didn't do that. I have a shaky hand. So we do have clumps of carrots coming up, which just leads to more thinning later on in life. Nonetheless, just to get to this point, it was about 3 weeks from planting, guys. Carrots are really slow growers. It takes them a ton of time to germinate, especially in the cold spring here in Michigan. But as you can see, I've got some good progress started. Keep these good and watered. I'm not going to fertilize at all at this point. There's plenty of nutrition in that soil. And now, next up, we start thinning, side dressing, growing, and waiting until the fall when we get a good harvest. So guys, come back for part 2 of essentially growing these things out all the way to harvest. I'll put together one total video for how I'm growing low light carrots in my backyard in an old garden bed. As always, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, and grow some carrots. Peace.